Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Chairman of Custom Experience Foundation Maldives, Mr. Masood Ali. Chairman of Custom Experience Foundation London, Mr. Maurice Pentel. Honorable Member of Parliament of Progressive Party of Maldives, other PG Group Leader, Honorable Mr. Nihan Ahmed Azamani, Deputy Managing Director of the State Electric Company, Mr. Mohammad Latif, eminent keynote speakers of the conference, distinguished delegates, partners of the conference, and members of the media, and ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to you all. Algonge wahaka kolo fashagatunga pia emmeha izzat terina ilmu verina adi mi conference ga bari wadanawa emmeha baverina divai civil service ga hidumetteri mozifunge namga civil service commission ge namga warang hoonu marhabai dannawa mi conference kamiyabangede. To begin my address at this August conference, Mr. Chairman, allow me, on behalf of the diligent staff of Maldives Civil Service and the Civil Service Commission of Maldives, to extend a very warm welcome to distinguished delegates and wish every success to this important conference. In particular, let me welcome to Maldives and thank the eminent keynote speakers who have joined us, having traveled from far distances. A warm welcome to you all again. I am also honored and privileged for having given this wonderful opportunity to grace the opening of this enlightening conference. For this kind gesture, at the very outset, let me offer my bountiful gratitude to the chairman, Mr. Masood Ali, and the organizers of this conference. Indeed, for a person like me who has been a master trainer, as Mr. Masood mentioned in introducing myself, I have been a trainer in customer service, a researcher as well, and a management consultant. Nothing more can be bestowed upon me than making the guest of honor at such an elegant conference. Myself and the current Vice President of the Maldives, His Excellency Mr. Abdullah Jihad, were the founders of the very first mobile training firm in the Maldives 20 years back in 1997, known as AJ Training and Consulting. As we became too engaged in serving the government and the state, we are unable to continue our part-time career in this field. I wish I could listen to eminent keynote speakers and enlightened discussions at this conference, as they would offer world-class ideas and innovative strategies for practitioners in Maldives. Mr. Chairman, allow me to congratulate you and the organizers of this conference for holding such an important event in the Maldives, as we are making a footprint in the world with an iconic brand in tourism known as the Maldives. We are indeed overjoyed to learn of the popularity the Maldives is gaining in different parts of the world in business making. A US pop music band has picked Maldives as their brand name. A UK furniture company has picked Maldives as their what they called Maldives brand outdoor furniture. In Queensland, Australia, an international hotel named Maldives Resort Hotel has opened, while in Malaysia and Philippines, Some tourist resorts are promoted as Maldives-style holiday destinations. I'm confident that this conference would extend the customer experience of Maldives to greater heights and coin more fresh and innovative concepts while offering time and tested and result guaranteed experiences and innovations by billion and million dollar global companies. Indeed, it is a golden opportunity for local business developers and marketing managers to gain cutting-edge know-how and innovative ideas in sustaining and expanding their businesses by understanding secrets of winning customer loyalty and trust, building bridges with customers, tapping the blue ocean strategies out there against stiff competition. The 5 topics or themes picked up for this conference, namely digital transformation, customer journey mapping, employee engagement, new CX technology, and use of customer insights, promise rich food for thought in enhancing horizons in customer experience and offering of ground-shifting new concepts, principles, and theories in achieving excellence in business growth. Customer experience is certainly brain food for business sustainability and growth. In other words, customer experience is lifeblood of businesses. In fact, customers are said to be always right and the kingmakers in business. Thus, understanding their views or feedback is crucial, and learning modern strategies to obtain them in the era of digital technologies and stiff competition is prime task required of business practitioners. Therefore, I cannot but underscore the relevance and timeliness of this conference to Maldives. I concur that it has come at right time with right topics and with right experts. Its benefits will be certainly overwhelming, and which may result in calling for more of such events to be offered by customer experience foundations. It is my wish that this event will not be the first and last offers from Customer Experience Foundation in Maldives and the mother company in London. I am confident that with an experienced master trainer, public relation expert like Mr. Masood, heading the Maldives chapter of Customer Experience Foundation, there is ample scope and prospects for Customer Experience Foundation to gain a successful imprint in the Maldives. Mr. Chairman, we the local folks are happy to have this conference being held in the Maldives Islands. We are known to be the islands of smiles, which attach great importance to customer services and their experiences. The famous adventurers and renowned historians who visited Maldives admired the physical beauty of the Maldives and complimented. Marco Polo described Maldives as the flower of Indies, while Ibn Battuta regarded the Maldives as one of the wonders of the world. Equally, there were accounts of Maldivians' inner values that were regarded as pride of the nation. Historically and inherently too, Maldivians always made extra efforts to make our guests and customers feel most hospitable and welcomed to our land. World-renowned historians who wrote historical accounts of Maldives, namely Ibn Battuta and H.C.P. Bell, have credited and admired the hospitable, age-old values of Maldivians: smiles, happiness, sharing, and caring. Indigenous values Maldives had, and our tourism industry flourished amid these values. Despite Maldivians being a conservative and closed society for a greater part of its history, with the opening of tourism, we began to adjust our minds and made our land most hospitable to foreign guests. Maldivians have never been selfish but extremely generous in welcoming to our shores visitors, sailors, guests, readily willing to share our pure and fresh air, sunshine, pristine, idyllic, palm tree filled islands, crystalline blue lagoons, turquoise multicolored reefs, and wide sandy beaches with our foreign guests. Maldivians have provided refuge to survivors of sea storms, offered water and food for travelers, and were host to many survivors of shipwrecks. Therefore, the Maldives is said to be addictive not only due to natural breathtaking beauty of the country, but also due to friendly and hospitable attitudes of its inhabitants, where it is often remarked as sharks are friendly. Mr. Chairman, keynote speakers, and distinguished delegates, I do not notice on the program of this conference a presentation of Maldives experiences in discussing customer experience. However, I'm confident that the sparkling Maldives has much to offer to this conference in terms of its 40 years of success in tourism industry. Among small island tourist destinations in the world, the Maldives holds a record with 700 tourist establishments with 40,169 beds and receiving more than 1,125,996 tourists to the end of this October. Today, Maldives have 131 exotic resort islands, 13 city hotels, 460 guest houses, and 151 safari boats serving tourism industry of Maldives. One of the secret success of tourism industry of Maldives is said to be repeat visitors who fell in love with the Maldives. For them, the Maldives not only a heaven on earth, but a hospital or a healer of stress and fatigue, a leisure park for rejuvenating and uncoiling, a marine garden to enjoy life below sea, a stadium for enjoying water sports, and an incubator for renewing human energy, and a still must come in contact with nature. Therefore, as said before, the Maldives have become a brand name for its uniqueness, and fans of Maldives have promoted its brand name overseas. However, I could not observe planned activities by investors in Maldives to take Maldives' brand name to go global and to make an imprint in the world. I believe this conference is the best platform to address these prospects and plan strategies to this effect with the expert advice from keynote speakers. I hope the discussions that would unfold at this conference would ferment into new thinking, give rise to new concepts, and that would extend local horizons to reach the world over and carry Maldives' experience in customer researches and studies. I also hope that this conference would help emerge local experts and generate inspiration to stand in par with international brands. The themes of the conference and structure promise outpouring of fresh knowledge, technical strategies, and ingenious methodologies in harmony with technologies, thus making it a ready reference library or a learning laboratory to quench inquisitive thirst of participating delegates. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, let me wish every success to this conference and hope many more such events would unfold in the future, providing much needed brain food for understanding customer services, features, tactics to explore their tastes, styles, needs, likes and dislikes, which are changing day by day, as our chairman, Mr. Mashood, mentioned in the beginning of this conference. Finally, it would arrive at ingenious strategies to expand customer base, capture their loyalty, and conceive innovations to add continued attraction to customers or introduce more products and services that amount to sky is the limit and customers regenerating forever. I thank you all for your kind attention.